What's going on, everyone? I am just a typical, average American here today to react to some statements that Danish representatives made at a recent UN Security Council meeting where apparently Denmark actually addressed Donald Trump's threats towards Greenland, which, I mean, he has clearly not given up on that. I mean, just the other day, I heard that an American oil company had drilling equipment illegally landed on Greenland or something. Like, just crazy stuff that we're doing. And it's not stopping. So, I don't know if you heard about that, but today I really want to check this out and see what Denmark has to say about all this. So, let's take a look.
So my question is about Greenland. About Greenland. So when your country is facing the threats from Russia, but at the same time you are facing a problem with the United States, how do you planning to manage?
Oh my God. So, oh my God. We're in the same category as Russia now? They're asking Denmark about like national security, and they're bringing up the threat from Russia, and in the same sentence, Russia and the United States? Like that's what you think of us now? Oh my God. That's just hearing this, how this question is being phrased, that's really eye-opening.
So when your country is facing the threats from Russia, but at the same time you are facing a problem with the United States, how do you planning to manage a presidency?
I think we are very ready to handle our presidency, and that's not something that we see as a challenge. I mean, we've been very clear. The Danish and Greenlandic governments have consistently rejected the American ambition to take over Greenland. There is a diplomatic track that we have now agreed on. We, of course, want to address completely legitimate American concerns about security in the Arctic or the higher north.
Oh, wow. Man, that's how you know, like, Denmark really is focusing on being very diplomatic, because this is a very reasonable answer. It's actually very refreshing to hear this. Like, here in the US, our government said, and Donald Trump says the most insane, unprofessional, crazy stuff. And we just kind of get used to it. Like, it's really sad. So hearing this, like, very like thoughtful and diplomatic answer where they're making it clear that Denmark and Greenland are not putting up with this. This is not okay, which is, of course, the correct answer. But at the same time, very diplomatic of her to be like, we we understand that the US has security concerns with Greenland, which is something Donald Trump has said as a reason that he wants to take Greenland. I think there's a lot of other reasons that he wants Greenland other than national security, but sure, for now, for the sake of conversation, we'll pretend that's the only motive, even though it's not. The fact that she is willing to acknowledge that and entertain American concerns, that's really awesome. That's a great ally. Where even when dealing with the current U.S. government and Donald Trump, she's still willing to like consider our concerns, whether they're legitimate or not. that's what an ally should do, like actually care. Where I feel like the US, that we are not treating our allies like this. So I really appreciate this answer.
American concerns about security in the Arctic or the higher north, while respecting Danish and Greenlandic red lines. And those red lines are, for the
Mm-hmm.
Kingdom of Denmark, respect of our territorial integrity and sovereignty. And for the Greenlandic government, it's about the respect for the Greenlandic people's right to self-determination. So that's what I can say. There's a diplomatic process now, and that's what I can say from here.
Absolutely. Um, Man, again, so professional, so right. Like it's kind of disturbing. Here in the United States, a lot of people have already kind of brushed this off. Like stop talking about how crazy it is that Donald Trump has threatened Greenland, threatened to use our military to take over Greenland. A lot of Americans just think, oh, that's just Donald Trump being silly, being crazy. He doesn't mean it. And it's already forgotten about. That is such a bad attitude. Like that is so wrong because Donald Trump, it's not over. Donald Trump has continued to bring up Greenland several times and recently, and it's a you can see from this, or at least I can see as an American, Denmark, Greenland, the UN, you all take this very, very, very seriously, these threats. Whereas a lot of Americans think it's a joke. And that's really sad. It's sort of embarrassing for us because I understand why you're taking it seriously and it makes sense. And you're still managing to be extremely diplomatic about it. Because if there was another country acting like the United States has been acting, we would think they're crazy. So I don't blame other countries for thinking we've kind of lost it. But yeah, that was a good statement. That's the right balance of like firm and diplomatic, but serious and firm, and saying it's not happening, and we have some procedures in place to make sure that this doesn't escalate or something. So that makes a lot of sense. The other thing I want to check out is this news, this drama around the a United States oil company shipping drilling equipment to Greenland, unauthorized. Like this is just yet another aggressive sort of motion that the US is making towards Greenland, trying to drill oil in Greenland unauthorized or something.
A Texas oil company called Greenland Energy Company unloaded drilling equipment in Greenland before Greenland approved it. And yes, that name is confusing. Greenland Energy is not part of Greenland's government.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God, that is a weird coincidence. So the name of the oil company in Texas is the Greenland Energy Company. Has nothing to do with the country Greenland. But we happen to be shipping the equipment to Greenland. That's really confusing coincidence.
It is an American oil exploration company based in Texas. The company wants to search for oil in Jameson Land on Greenland's remote eastern coast. It claims the region could contain as much as $1 trillion worth of crude.
Whoa.
But that is the company's estimate.
By the way, like I was saying before, Donald Trump says he wants Greenland for security, to protect it, to protect us. That is definitely not the whole story. Like, all of these resources, like minerals and oil in Greenland, Donald Trump clearly wants that. Clearly, he wants that. And I think he just wants to expand the American empire, like as part of his legacy, too. So clearly there's other motives here.
not a proven oil reserve. Texas-based Greenland Energy plans to spend about $60 million drilling exploratory wells.
Okay.
Before that could happen, roughly a dozen shipping containers filled with equipment were landed on the island. There was just one problem. Greenland's government had not approved that move.
Oh my God. Why are we... We've already caused so much conflict with Greenland. How are we screwing this up?
Officials issued a strong warning and told the company that all future logistical activity must be reported and approved before it happens.
Yeah.
Apparently, ask before unloading oil equipment in someone else's country needed its own government reminder.
So this was supposed to be something that we notified Greenland on. We're supposed to work together on this. It's amazing Greenland is even willing to work with the United States. That's awesome that that's still a thing. And we're still screwing it up.
And the timing makes this even stranger. 2 days after the equipment arrived, Trump posted an altered image showing himself towering over a Greenlandic village.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Donald Trump posted this? Donald Trump actually posted this? A picture of him as a giant looking over Greenland mountains onto a village? Because he thinks he's a god of Greenland? Or what is this supposed to mean? Obviously, this is not a joke. This is because a lot of Americans look at this kind of stuff and are like, oh, how silly. Oh, it's a little cartoon of him being funny giant on Greenland. It's like, no, it's serious. He actually means this. I didn't know about this. I did not know he posted this. That is insane. I mean, what more proof do you need? What more proof do you need? He's not even hiding it. He's not even hiding it. He's openly saying he wants Greenland. Look at this.
He has also repeatedly threatened to bring Greenland under American control. Greenland Energy says its oil project has nothing to do with annexation. That may be true, but the company has connections to Trump's orbit. It hired Dr. Phil to produce a documentary about the project, and one of its directors is involved with Trump's Golden Dome missile defense plan.
It's all related. Even this American oil company is related to Donald Trump. It all goes back to Donald Trump wanting Greenland.
That does not prove some secret takeover plot. It does explain why Greenland might be a little suspicious. The proposed drilling area may also overlap a protected wetland used by migratory birds and musk oxen. Most importantly, drilling still has not been approved. So this is not an active oil field. But when a Texas company named Greenland Energy unloads oil equipment without permission, while the American president threatens to take Greenland, that is more than awkward paperwork. It raises a much bigger question. Does Greenland get to control its own land, or do powerful Americans already think the answer belongs to them?
Exactly. Like, clearly, Trump does not respect Greenland. Clearly. And he clearly wants Greenland for oil and power and territory. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is all related to Donald Trump. I mean, he literally posted... Where is it? This? Like, you have to be kidding me. Yeah, I don't think anybody should doubt it anymore. I think Americans need to be way more upset. I know Danish people and people in Greenland are upset. Americans need to be more upset because this is not right. This is not right. This is not okay. So yeah, I like Denmark's official response. I know a lot of NATO countries are kind of banding together and talking of like, and are ready to defend Greenland, basically, if this escalates further again. And seeing all this, I'm afraid it will. I don't know where this is going. Um, yeah. I don't think anybody quite knows. So I guess we just have to be ready for the unknown, for the unpredictable. Jeez. Um, but this was good to take a look at, to be aware of, because a lot of Americans aren't aware of any of this. Like this is not stuff you see on the U.S. national news and stuff. So this was good. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts, especially if you're Danish, or if you're from Greenland and you're seeing this, that would be amazing to hear your opinion, your perspective on all this. And if you're interested in more videos like this, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.